This chapter introduces the verbal and nonverbal elements of message strategy in print, radio, television, and on the web. It also describes the artists, copywriters, and a variety of specialists who follow specific procedures for conceptualizing, designing, writing, and producing IMC messages. To be successful, creatives must be conversant with the copywriting and commercial art terms and formats used in the business. They must also develop an aesthetic sensitivity so they can recognize, create, evaluate, or recommend quality work. Let's look at the nonverbal aspect of communication. That's the part that helps position the product and create personality for the brand. It creates the mood of the ad, determining the way it feels to the audience. That mood flavors the verbal message embodied in the copy. The term design refers to how the art director chooses and structures the artistic elements of an ad. A director sets a style, the manner in which a thought or idea is expressed, by choosing artistic elements and blending them in a unique way. In general, clean lines, formally composed photographs, and sparse copy gives ads the breathing room needed to draw the reader's eye from one element to the next. Sufficient white space gives an ad unity and balance in spite of a diversity of elements. A layout is an overall orderly arrangement of the elements of an ad. Visuals, headline, subheads, body copy, slogan, seal, logo, and signature. The layout serves several purposes. First, it helps both the agency and the client anticipate how the ad will look and feel. This provides the client, who's usually not an artist, a tangible item to review, correct, change, and approve. Second, the layout helps the creative team develop the ad's psychological elements. Those are the nonverbal and symbolic components. Sophisticated advertisers want their advertising to do more than just sell. They want their ads to create personality for the product and to build the brand's equity with the consumer. To do this, the look of the ad should create an image or mood that reflects and enhances both the advertiser and the product. Third, once the best design is chosen, the layout serves as a blueprint. It shows the size and placement of each element, and it becomes a roadmap that guides creation of the final execution. The thumbnail sketch, or thumbnail, is a very small, only about 3 by 4 inch, rough, rapidly produced drawing that the artist uses to visualize layout approaches without wasting time on details. Thumbnails are very basic. Blocks of straight or squiggly lines indicate text placement, and boxes show placement of visuals. The best sketches are then developed further. In a rough, the artist draws to the actual size of the ad. Headlines and subheads suggest the final type style, illustrations and photos are sketched in, and body copy may be simulated with lines or random gibberish. The agency may present roughs to clients, particularly cost-conscious ones, for approval. A dummy presents the handheld look and feel of brochures, multi-page materials, or point-of-purchase displays. The artist assembles the dummy by hand, using color markers and computer proofs, mounting them on sturdy paper, and then cutting and folding them to size. A dummy for a brochure, for example, is put together page by page to look exactly like the finished product. The comprehensive layout, or comp, is a highly refined facsimile of the finished ad. A comp is generally quite elaborate, with colored photos, the final type styles and sizes, subvisuals, and a glossy spray coat. Copy for the comp is typeset on a computer and positioned with the visuals, and the ad is printed as a full-color proof. At this stage, all visuals are final. The work of the copywriter and art director is always subject to approval. A new ad concept is first approved by the agency's creative director, then the account management team reviews it. Next, the client's product managers and marketing staff review it, often changing a word or two or sometimes rejecting the whole approach. Both the agency's and client's legal departments scrutinize the copy and art for potential problems. Finally, the advertiser's top executives review the final concept and text. Advertisers use many different types of layouts. Traditionally, the ads that score the highest recall employ a standard poster-style format, also called picture window layout, or AIR number 1 by Advertising Pros. with a single dominant visual that typically occupies most of the ad's total area. In fact, some research shows that ads scoring in the top third for stopping power devote an average of 82% of their space to the visual. Advertising author Roy Paul Nelson points out that the principles of design are to the layout artist what the rules of grammar are to the writer. The basic rules include the following: a design in balance, space within the ad that's broken up into pleasing proportions, a directional pattern that is evident so the reader knows in what sequence to read, a force that holds the ad together and gives it unity, one element or one part of the ad that has enough emphasis to dominate all others. The artists who paint, sketch, and draw in advertising are called illustrators. The artists who produce pictures with a camera are called photographers. Together, they're responsible for all of the visuals or pictures we see in advertising. When confronted with a print ad, most prospects spot the picture first, then read the headline, and then peruse the body copy in that order. Since the visual carries so much responsibility for an ad's success, it should be designed with several goals in mind. Some of the most obvious include capture the reader's attention, clarify claims made by the copy, identify the brand, show the product actually being used, qualify readers by stopping those who are legitimate prospects, convince the reader of the truth of copy claims, arouse the reader's interest in the headline, emphasize the product's unique features, create a favorable impression of the product or advertiser, and provide continuity for the campaign by using a unified visual technique in each ad. The headline contains the words in the leading position in the advertisement. The words that will be read first and are situated to draw the most attention. That's why headlines usually appear in larger type than other parts of the ad. Effective headlines attract attention, engage the audience, explain the visual, lead the audience into the body of the ad, and present the key benefit. Headlines should offer a benefit that is apparent to the reader and easy to grasp. Finally, headlines should present product news. Consumers look for new products, new uses for old products, or improvements on old products. If they haven't been overused in a category, power words that suggest newness can increase readership and improve the boom factor of an ad. Examples include free, now, amazing, suddenly, announcing, introducing, it's here, improved, at last, revolutionary, just arrived, new, and important development. Advertisers use benefit headlines to promise the audience that experiencing the utility of the product or service will be rewarding. Benefit headlines shouldn't be too cute or clever, just simple statements of the product's most important benefit. The news information headline announces news or promises information. SeaWorld began its TV announcements of a new baby whale with the headline, "It's a girl." The information must be believable, though. A claim that a razor shaves 200% smoother probably isn't. Copywriters use provocative headlines to provoke the reader's curiosity, to stimulate questions and thoughts. For example, "Bet you can't eat just one" from Lay's potato chips. To learn more, the reader must read the body copy. The danger, of course, is that the reader won't read on. To avoid this, the creative team designs visuals to clarify the message or provide some story appeal. A question headline asks a question, encouraging readers to search for the answer in the body of the ad. An ad for 4-Day Tire Stores asked, "What makes our tire customers smarter and richer than others?" A good question headline piques the reader's curiosity and imagination. A command headline orders the reader to do something, so it might seem negative, but readers pay attention to such headlines. Sprite soft drink ads target youth with the hip headline, "Obey your thirst." Some command headlines make a request, "Please don't squeeze the Charmin." The subhead is an additional smaller headline that may appear above the headline or below it. Subheads above the headline are called kickers or overlines, while those below the headline are called underlines. Subheads may also appear in body copy. Subheads are longer and more like sentences than headlines. They serve as stepping stones from the headline to the body copy, telegraphing what's to come, and they help guide readers to get information they're looking for in an ad. The advertiser tells the complete sales story in the body copy or text. The body copy comprises the interest, credibility, desire, and often even the action steps. It's a logical continuation of the headline and subheads set in smaller type. Body copy covers the features, benefits, and utility of the product or service. Now let's think about some body copy styles. In straight cell copy, writers immediately explain or develop the headline and visual in a straightforward factual presentation. The straight cell approach appeals to the prospect's intellect. Straight cell copy is particularly good for high think involvement products or products that are difficult to use. It's very effective for direct mail advertising and for industrial or high-tech products. Advertisers use institutional copy to promote a philosophy or extol the merits of an organization rather than product features. Institutional copy is intended to lend warmth and credibility to the organization's image. Banks, insurance companies, public corporations, and large manufacturing firms use institutional copy in both print and electronic media. Copywriters use narrative copy to tell a story. Ideal for the creative writer, narrative copy sets up a situation and then resolves it at the last minute by having the product or service come to the rescue. Narrative copy offers good opportunities for emotional appeals. By using dialogue or monologue copy, the advertiser can add the believability that narrative copy sometimes lacks. The characters portrayed in a print ad do the selling in their own words. A caution: poorly written dialogue copy can come off as dull or even worse, hokey and unreal. Sometimes it's easier to tell a story with illustrations or captions. A photo with picture caption copy is especially useful for products that have a number of different uses or come in a variety of styles or designs. With any copy style, the copywriter may use some device copy to enhance attention, interest, and memorability. Device copy uses figures of speech such as puns, alliteration, and rhymes, as well as humor and exaggeration. Verbal devices help people remember the brand and tend to affect attitudes favorably. The four basic format elements that are used to construct long copy ads are the lead-in paragraph, interior paragraphs, trial close, and close. The lead-in paragraph is a bridge between the headline and the sales idea presented in the text. The lead-in paragraph is part of the interest step. It must engage and convert a prospect's reading interest to product interest. The interior paragraphs of the body copy should develop credibility by providing proof for claims and promises, and they should build desire by using language that stirs the imagination. Advertisers should support their product promise with data, testimonials, and warranties. Such proofs convince customers of the validity of the product, improve goodwill toward the advertiser, and stimulate sales. The close is the real action step. A good close asks consumers to do something and tells them how. The close can be indirect or direct. A direct close seeks immediate response in the form of a purchase, a store or website visit, or a request for further information. Many slogans, also called theme lines or taglines, begin as successful headlines, like AT&T's "Reach out and touch someone." Through continuous use, they become standard statements, not just in advertising, but for salespeople and company employees. Slogans have two basic purposes: to provide continuity to a series of ads in a campaign, and to reduce an advertising message strategy to a brief, repeatable, and memorable positioning statement. A seal is awarded only when a product meets standards established by a particular organization, such as the Good Housekeeping Institute or Underwriters Laboratories. Because these organizations are recognized authorities, their seals provide an independent, valued endorsement for the advertiser's product. Logos and signatures are special designs of the advertiser's company or product name. They appear in all company ads and, like trademarks, give the product individuality and provide quick recognition at the point of purchase.